go. Live stream. iPhone 8.
We're live.
Are we live?
Hey guys. Happy 5 days.
Shut up, R2D2.
Happy 5 days to iPhone 8 day.
Five more sleeps.
Sorry about R2D2 over there. So 5 more sleeps until the iPhone 8. This video is pretty much a wish list, but not just our wish list. Oh no, it's your wish list too. So iPhone 8, you're excited?
I'm very excited. It's about time Apple did something different. The leaks and the rumours right now look like the 10-year anniversary for the original iPhone is going to give us something brand new, something really exciting. Yeah,
About time.
It's been very similar from Apple for the last few years. So yeah, some real innovation here, hopefully. But as we've been discussing today, like we do want to see something a little bit different as well to what we've seen from the leaks.
Exactly.
So we're going to try and build our own best iPhone, essentially.
Dream phone.
Our dream phone, our dream iPhone, essentially.
Exactly. But it's not just going to be our best dream phone. It's going to be your best dream phone too. We've made a long list. Thank you, Henry Matthews. Henry Matthews actually jumped in the live chat before we were even live and said that he wanted to see unlimited cloud storage.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely, get the premium iPhone, get some free iCloud. So we're gonna grab that, throw that into the user interface,
and you probably grab that straight off the Next Bit Robin. So
and then Google grab that off the Next Bit Robin as well.
Yeah.
So just a quick shout out to everybody in the room. We've got Technical Go Hill, yo, Subham Jadhav, hi. And Ankit, got quite a few people in the room. Ziad and we're going to stop there, finish off with Mohammed. It's just started, right? Yes, it's just started. We haven't got into any of the good stuff. And we're going to start with design.
Okay.
What do you want, John?
James.
His name.
So the design for my perfect dream phone, for my perfect dream iPhone, is pretty much this at the moment. I want a glass back, I want metal edges, I want the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 essentially is what's happening here. But I want it a little bit smaller. I'm finding this phone a little bit too large personally.
Colours.
I want lots of colours.
Yeah,
like,
but
I want like 8 different colours. At the moment, all we're getting
wouldn't
is.
you just be happy with a yellow phone with a Kill Bill Bruce Lee style black strip?
Yeah, I'm happy with it now. You've only just pitched it to me. I'll have one of those.
Yeah,
just Tarantino themed ones.
Yeah,
all over. I want like lots of different colours. Like most phones at the moment, we get like 4 colours worldwide, and then you only get 2 in different markets. So for the Samsung here in the UK, we've only got black or gold. That's a real shame. Why not just have 8? I know that's going to be lots of stock for everyone, but like have like 8 different options, and everyone picks and chooses from those. Apple's usually pretty good at doing that, so we'll probably see that for the iPhone 8 with like 5 or 6 different colours available. Yeah. But for our dream phone, I want like 12 different
all the colours, all the patterns.
Or you know what? It's our dream phone. Like let's make a Moto Maker style thing where you can actually decide your own colour, and then you can choose from like thousands of different colours. They print it off for you. That's not going to happen. But
we've got to be realistic as well. So because you want the Samsung, you're also happy with it being wireless charging and IP68. It all lends itself really well to exactly what that is.
It looks beautiful, but it also is really functional design at the same time.
But there is one thing that isn't functional about the design of that phone. What am I talking about?
I think you're talking about the size. Oh no, you're talking about this thing.
Yes,
you're talking about the fingerprint scanner.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Dream phone, I want the fingerprint scanner under the screen. It's not even something I've really thought about until like a year, maybe 2 years ago. But now there's been so much talk of Samsung doing a fingerprint scanner under the screen. The iPhone even wanted to attempt that.
It was going to happen.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen next week. But
iPhone 8, fingerprint scanner underneath the screen. If it has to be at the back, do an LG V30 and put it in a sensible location. But ideally under the screen, IP68. Also, we don't want any bottom firing speakers. We want front stereo speakers and even a additional speaker. You know how the Samsung Galaxy A5 has a side mounted speaker? If they had a side mounted speaker on the other side that was for bass, and you had like 2.1 channel audio from your phone, that would be amazing.
You've thought about this before, haven't you?
A little bit. Right, so basically a smaller Note 8. This is like massive cred to Samsung, because remember when they used to get absolutely slated for having terrible plastic design?
What, 3 years ago? Not even that?
Galaxy S5. They've come a long way. Right, what about the screen?
Perfect screen size for me would be with these new kind of Infinity style displays and what we're seeing from the iPhone 8 leaks and rumors right now with the bezel-less design. I think 5.8 inches is perfect. I'd maybe push it up to 6. This is
18 by 9 or 18.5 by 9.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but this is 6.3, and I find it a little bit too large. I'd rather go back down a tiny bit, go to the S8 Plus kind of size, and that's what it looks like the iPhone 8 is going to be.
6.2.
Yeah,
S8 is 5.8.
Yeah.
So S8 size.
So, I mean,
and I
S8.
agree. The S8 looks like a bigger phone than it is when you get it in your hand because it's just such little bezel.
Yeah, but the iPhone 8 so far looks like it will be a 5.8 inch screen. So
well, the iPhone edition or
whatever we're going to call that.
Whatever we're going to call it.
When we refer to that, we're usually talking about the iPhone 8. The big kind of all singing, all dancing phone is either going to be called the iPhone 8, the iPhone edition, the iPhone X. There's so many rumours about that at the moment. The big phone. The
big one. Everything
one
that we say, we're like, I'm making a list live. I'm being secretary, and I'm gonna write down all the specs of our dream phone and put them in the description of this video after. So if there's anything that you want to see, I'm reading all of your comments as I listen to John Jones. Yeah. So we want a curved screen, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Always want a curved.
What resolution do we want? But and technology as well.
What? I want 2K. Why do you want 4K?
I want 4K because it's 4K.
Okay,
yeah,
you want that number, yeah. I don't see any real use in it personally in that kind of size screen. I feel like the 2K display is perfect enough.
Have you
and
watched
it's not really
HDR content on the XZ Premium?
I have not. I've yet to use the XZ Premium. I really do need to try that. But without trying that, I don't feel like I need it, and I don't feel most iPhone users would need it either. So.
I totally get that, and I agree with you with my sensible hat on. But this isn't about being sensible.
No, you're right. Actually,
what I want, because AMOLED screens are generally pentile displays, so you get lower resolution than the IPS counterparts, and as a result, I just want them to squish in extra pixels because I damn straight want this to be an AMOLED display. So 4K, 5.8 inch. AMOLED display.
I'll give it to you. Have the 4K. You can have that on our dream phone.
Curved screen on the sides, curved screen at the top.
Yeah.
So
why not?
Yeah, just basically all screen. Incredible, right? So the user interface of the new iPhone. Would you want it to be Android?
No.
You want it to be iOS?
It's an iPhone. It's iOS for me personally, and I think anyone who ever buys an iPhone now wants iOS. Android is great. iOS is great. They're both fantastic. I don't really have any allegiance to either. But I felt like if it's the iPhone, let's keep it with iOS. It's a tiny bit simpler to use for some people, and it's generally well optimized. So, let's keep it with iOS. Let's do iOS 11, which seems to have some really cool upcoming features.
It does. Okay, cool. So the new iPhone will run iOS in our land, and that means it's going to support awesome things like Apple Pay and everything like that. I think the user interface, iOS 11, pretty much covers the basics. I'd really like better NFC support, so you can just tap to share via NFC. Bluetooth support, so that just like with the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, you can stream Bluetooth to multiple devices at once, so Bluetooth 5. It's mainly the limitations with regards to connectivity that I have an issue with iOS with, but fundamentally, it's stable, it's fast, it's battery efficient compared to Android as well. Camera. Right, so our video guy, Tom, who's behind the camera, he's waving. Yeah, he really likes red cameras. And I was like, dude, why do you like red cameras so much? He was like, well, they have...
He means the brand, not the colour.
Yeah, the brand, not the colour. He was like, they have these incredible sensors that natively shoot like HDR, and they can shoot RAW so that you can, after you take the video, process like exposure, ISO, everything like that, as if you're doing it in the actual shooting process. And my mind kind of blew a little bit. And I want that in a phone.
Let's do it. Let's stick it in there. Yeah.
So red makes
a camera price, but yeah.
Yeah. So red cameras start at like 15 grand or something. But anyway, this is an iPhone. It's expensive anyway.
Yeah.
So red camera sensor. That means it's going to be amazing HDR, all that stuff. You can also then do stuff like the LG V30 can do. So you can grade your shot in video and then export your settings. It's also got 3 cameras, of course, so that it supports Project Tango, or at least Apple.
So you mean 3 cameras on the back?
On the back,
yeah, on the back. Cool.
How many cameras on the front?
What were we going for?
I think bokeh.
Yes, yeah. Let's go dual camera on the front. I think we made a joke that we're going to go full camera, but yeah.
Firephone. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, we're going to do the Amazon Firephone though. Put 4 different cameras all around the front of the phone. No, we're not going to do that. On the front, we go dual camera, and then you can do bokeh selfie shots with your mates. That'd be really good. Really good fun.
I think dual cameras should have always started on the front. Because there is more like need for like portrait mode for selfies, then
Yeah, that's a really good point actually. Yeah,
Maybe.
it's not that often that you just shoot a singular person, is it?
no,
That sounds really strange.
yeah.
But that you shoot one
Unless
person
you're
with
a
your rear camera.
photographer,
Yeah,
like you know.
I guess that's
Cool. So rear camera is going to be like 3 rear cameras, incredible AR, which it looks like Apple might be doing anyway, which is cool.
AR kit looks like a really big
Big
push
deal.
towards
Yeah.
AR, and I'm hoping that next week we get like a solid look at what they're doing with AR,
Yeah.
what their favourite apps are so far, what Apple are actually doing in house rather than just the developer side, and hopefully we get some people out on stage that show some of the real meat for what this feature is going to be able to do.
Yeah. You're just hoping for Taylor Swift, aren't you?
What?
I don't know. You just really like
Taylor Swift and AR? That'd be okay. Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So manual camera controls. Apple's always shunned like manual camera controls in their native application. I mean, every other manufacturer, weirdly except for Nokia and their new iterations of phones, have raw shooting and manual camera. And so we want all of that, because if you're buying an iPhone, there's a very good chance you're an imaging enthusiast who's put a lot of money down.
I agree with you there, but I'd also want the auto mode that you get that you get on a general that you get on most iPhones. So the iPhone 7 is genuinely one of the best cameras to just take out of the box and take a picture with.
Definitely.
So I want that as well. But I want those deep dive features to have in there.
And also on the second camera, I want optical image stabilization, just like with the Note 8. I want a wide open f1.6 aperture with a glass lens. Thank you LG V30 for upping my expectations there. But I want a big sensor too. Maybe a 41 megapixel pure view sensor that can then downsample to an 8 megapixel image and just make it look banging.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. So
Not asking for much, are we?
it can shoot 8K as well. Okay.
We've only got a 4K screen.
Yeah, alright, fine. 4K video at 960 frames per second slow mo. Gaming and software. Okay, actually, before I jump into that, you guys have shot through a few questions.
Yeah, and if you've got any other spec or anything that you think we should add to this phone, be sure to put it in the comments, and we will.
We've got a good one. TuneKit says a glowing Apple logo.
Oh, that would be nice.
And then a red version for their gaming phone.
Yeah, but they do that on the Mac, don't they? With the glowing. That makes sense. Makes so much sense. Why have they never done that?
So yeah, exactly. Golden Football Channel says hi. Hey, Basil Corge. Someone else is called Basil, spelled differently. I'm Basil. You're Basil. Bluetooth 5. We've come on to that, and 5G we will be coming on to soon.
Wait and see.
Muhammad, Mario King. Hey, Mario King, and I think that. Alice, free Beats Studio 3 headphones. Yeah, that's a feature of the new phone.
Yeah, well,
sure.
When it comes to, we're going to talk a little bit about accessories, so we might as well talk about that now, I think, really.
Yeah, cool. The accessories right there.
Yeah, sure. So, accessories that we're going to see probably launch with the iPhone 8 is maybe a new pair of AirPods, like AirPods 2, maybe a little bit of talk about Beats, probably not going to happen though. But the accessories we want to see on our dream phone is, I want to see Apple Pencil support for the iPhone.
I mean, the Note needs a competitor. If you haven't checked out my speed sketch, I'm like drooling over this phone right now. But a big part of that is the fact it's the only phone that can do that kind of stuff. Wacom digitizer, 4096 levels of pressure sensitivity, needs a 120 Hz screen as well. That'd be great. Just like the iPad Pro, Apple's already got this technology. They're just being like, we'll give it to you in drips and drabs, but I want it now.
Yeah.
What other?
So Apple Pencil support, or maybe a brand new Apple Pencil that's just better for an iPhone.
For an iPhone,
so one that does come into that does sit in here, because that's one of the most annoying things with the iPad Apple Pencil is there is nowhere to keep it. You can't just slot it in.
Yeah.
I found that really irritating.
Totally.
Other connections and accessories we want to talk about. Let's make it modular. It's not going to happen on Tuesday, but in our dream phone, why not just go?
Definitely.
We do Moto Z kind of style modularity.
We both reviewed the Z2 Play. It's one of our favourite phones of all time, based on how much flexibility you get once you've got it. It makes you fall in love with your phone if it's modular.
And if you're missing a feature, you then can buy it again along the line, kind of thing. And
Apple buyers spend a lot they love that stuff.
Cool.
So what kind of mods?
Okay, cool. So the ones we've talked about is definitely battery mod.
Yes.
Something that iPhones aren't always that great with is usually the batteries.
Not our iPhone.
We'll get onto that in a minute. But we're battery mod. Projector mod, which is something I never would have thought of until Motorola made it, and I went,
it worked so well. I used it, I'd have the thing on my bed thing, and it would just project at the end of my bed, and I'd just be like, "This is so nice, so chill."
What were you using the speakers?
Bluetooth speaker. Yeah. Yeah, and it's weird because I had like this really like cool sound bar, and I ended up putting it under my bed.
Yeah.
Like so, it just felt it was just amazing.
Brilliant,
really, really cool.
Perfect for sleepovers.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaker mod. Then let's stick a speaker on the back of the phone and like get a genuine like you got the JBL
stackable mods. Because you can't, with the Motorola Moto mods, you can't stack them, so you can't have a speaker and a projector, but you obviously need a better speaker, which is why I had to Bluetooth it out. Stackable mods.
That makes sense. When we're talking about gaming, Gamepad that you can put the iPhone into, that would be a really great idea as well.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a Bluetooth connecting game controller.
Yeah.
What else do we talk about?
Slide out keyboard mod for any BlackBerry fanboys. Yeah. Just get BlackBerry to do it.
Yeah.
Or Alcatel. Yeah.
Sweet.
So I think that's it for accessories, mods, and Apple Pencils. They're the two that we really want to see. Headphones in the box, make them better. Make over-ear headphones in the box. Why not? Why not? Or AirPods.
Yeah,
in
super
the box.
AirPods in the box.
Yeah.
Apple aren't ever going to do that, but in our dream phone we can do that.
But we know we're paying at least £1,000 for this phone.
That's true, yeah.
So,
that's very true, and that's what we're rumoured to be paying for with the iPhone 8 at least, is like a 900 for the minimum specs.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
maybe there'd be a Bluetooth option in the box, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be selling AirPods 2 and then some wired Lightning connector headphones in the box as well.
This video isn't about what's going to happen. It's
about
what we want to happen. And
I'm just getting excited about next week.
Yeah, totally fair. In terms of the battery, how much milliampage do you want to see under the hood of this thing?
Let's go 4,000.
4,000, it isn't just you. Technical Go Hill says SD card. Oh no, that's not it. But yeah, 4,000 milliamps. So the current iPhone's 2,900 milliamps, the iPhone Plus with a 5.5 inch screen. This is going to have a 5.8 inch screen, but yeah, 4,000 will mean 1.5 days for a heavy user, 2 days for a light user. But one thing that Technical Go Hill does want to see is dual SIM support. Have we ever seen that on an iPhone?
I don't think so. At least not in the UK. I don't think that's something they've ever done.
And SD card support. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that would work.
SD card support. Yeah. So that's another couple. That's another one from Technical Go Hill. Thanks, guys.
Would you rather that, or should we just have a 512 gigabyte iPhone? Let's forget about the micro SD support. Like, it's a cool feature, great idea. But if we've got enough storage already on the phone anyway, we can just go and do that. We've seen the 512 gigabyte iPad. Why not? Let's just stick that on the phone.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Unlimited and cloud storage.
And we've already got cloud storage, so we're absolutely fine there. 5G.
5G. Yeah.
Let's have it 5G ready. Like, it's not something that we're going to be able to connect to right now.
No.
Why not?
5G ready. So currently, I think the fastest phone that I've seen is the XZ1, which has Cat 18.
That's a Sony Xperia, by the way.
Yeah, Sony Xperia XZ1 has Cat 18, which is 1.2 gigahertz per second, which nowhere in the UK is going to support. I think it does support in London up to Cat 16, which is 1 gig, which is in itself amazing. 5G is just going to blow all that out of the water. You guys also want a docking station. That's pro baller. Docking station accessory.
So, in a similar way to Dex, let us know in the comments what you'd like to see.
Good shout. I thought it meant it, but yeah, docking station.
You can mean docking station in terms of
that turns it into a Mac OS device.
Yeah, that would work. So an alternative to Dex. Let us know in the comments what you meant by that. You might have meant even just a docking station for. Watching films. Oh, okay. We've decided. You don't even get a choice. We've decided it's the Dex.
So you dock the new iPhone into this docking station, and then it becomes a Mac OS device. So you've got it's because it's got the most powerful processor in the world with all the RAM. Because your current iPhones only have 3 gig of RAM.
They do. Yeah, they're well optimized. So
they are well optimized. So you only really need 8 gigs, like you would on a regular MacBook, and then you're done. So 8 gigs of RAM can run Mac OS. I'm loving this phone.
Yeah. See, making phones is easy. I don't know why these manufacturers struggle with this kind of thing. We've just done it right now. It's really simple. So what else is there that we want to see? So
wireless charging.
Wireless charging. Yeah, that's the battery.
Worst thing about wireless charging: how slow it is. Samsung's kind of smashed it with faster wireless charging, faster still. So rather than having 2 coils, get 4.
I disagree with you. I think the worst thing about wireless charging is just not very well supported around everywhere. And I think that's what the iPhone is going to do to wireless charging. Is if it does come next week, which it looks very, very likely they will, that's when people start bringing it into their cafes. That's when people start bringing it into their restaurants, because it's that mainstream level of like we're going to see it explode over the UK. We're going to see it explode in the US. It's going to become a much bigger feature, I hope.
Yeah, you make
people,
for a really good point.
People may just forget about it and just go, yeah, it's a feature that you have that you can use on your bedside table and nowhere else.
You make for a really good point.
I'm fuller than Basil. I don't know why you're not trusting me.
I with a bigger screen. Okay. All of you want AMOLED. We haven't talked about VR. With the AMOLED screen that we're getting, we're going to get VR support. It's not going to support Google Daydream. They might go with something like, what do you think with VR? They'd have to make their own. My head says that they will never do VR and that they would just focus on AR. My heart says that they'll make their own VR headset, which would be great, like a Samsung Gear alternative. Or something just better, something Daydream. I mean, everyone else has done it.
Yeah.
Microsoft, Lenovo, Star Wars. You use the Lenovo Star Wars headset. I've got footage of you looking so. I'm so
happy, using that Lenovo headset, and that's just that's a Mirage AR headset. So again, it's AR though. That's what we're talking about. I think that is something that Apple thinks they're going to really push ahead of, and it's going to stick around for a lot longer than VR will. Yeah. And I tend to agree with them in some ways. Like I think there are a lot more applications for it rather than just playing the odd game in VR.
Agreed.
That's fun, but the AR stuff could stick around for years and years.
Samsung could modify the Gear to not have a front so that the cameras are exposed, so it becomes an AR device. Yeah. But this is about Apple. And first off, thank you, Brian M. We hadn't even thought about VR. And that was
thank you for bringing that up. We just went AR done.
AR done. So that was from Brian M. Sufyan says, "What will the display ratio be?" We've already covered this. 18.5 or 18:9, we reckon. What else? You guys are like talking loads. Thank you. British Unknown says hello. Hey, John Porter. Price. What do you think the price will be?
Right, are we talking about the iPhone 8 or are we talking about our dream iPhone 8?
We're talking about our dream
iPhone 8. Our dream iPhone 8, I think we're going to be talking, it's definitely over $1,000.
Okay, so wait, you have to bear in mind, this is, like Apple has to think about the bottom line. This is replacing a MacBook as well, and replacing an iPhone. So collectively, I mean, if this came out and it cost like £1,800, and it actually had all this stuff, would you consider it?
Yeah, if I've got a dock in the box that I
dock in the box.
Dock in the box. There's a song about that. If we've got the dock in the box, when you get free decks alongside a Samsung Note 8 or something, that makes it. It does make it your PC. That's the way you're intending to use it. So if you could just have that plugged in at home, you can just take your phone around with you. Yeah, probably would like. I don't know if anyone else would though. That's probably my issue with it. People will just see it as a phone.
If 4 years ago you told me someone would be paying like £1,000 for 128 or 64 gig iPhone 8, like I would have thought that would rubbish.
Okay. Yeah, but, good point.
Yeah. Apple has their ways. So the British Unknowns asked, do you think that this phone will be launched in the Steve Jobs Theatre? We have confirmation.
Yeah, we know for certain it's going to be the first event hosted at the Steve Jobs Theatre. We've even seen like drone footage where someone's flown over the new Apple Park campus and shown us what the entrance to the Steve Jobs Theatre. But it's actually underground, so. We haven't seen the actual theatre, but there's a 1,000-seat arena. It's a theatre underneath the ground, which is where they're going to announce the full phone on Tuesday next week.
And two of our guys are going to be there, Gareth and Matt, one from the US, one from the UK. So we're excited to live vicariously through them on that day. This one just came to me. Second e-ink display on the back, or not really?
Let's do it as a mod.
Stick it
as a mod. Yeah, e-ink mod. And also about the iPhone 8 event next week, we're going to have a live blog running all throughout the day. So when our guys turn up at the Steve Jobs Theatre and everything, you can keep up with what's happening. Even when they're waiting in the queue outside, they're going to be posting, and they'll keep posting throughout the entire show, even. Then we'll know everything.
Just had confirmation from Pro Baller that he did indeed mean a dock that turned it into a fully fledged iOS macOS device. Bam.
We're on the same wavelength there, Pro Baller.
And with that, I think that we've got a Google Doc that we'll then chuck into the description.
Yeah.
But just to recap, some of the highlights of our iPhone. It's going to have a very similar design to a Note 8 with a 5.8-inch display, IP68 water and dust resistance, some banging designs and colours.
Yeah.
So it's going to have a curved screen at the sides and also a little bit of a curve at the top, curved back. Just feel really, really elegant. That's going to give it support for wireless charging because it's a glass back as well, Gorilla Glass 5 or 6. It's all good.
Yep.
The user interface will be iOS. Very, very smart, intuitive, get to know you nice and quickly. The camera will be a red camera sensor capable of HDR. It'll shoot RAW, it'll shoot manual. It'll have 3 cameras around the back that will support AR, Project Hangover, but also dip in with VR, so it's just going to be mind-blowing. And that VR will look incredible on the 4K 5.8-inch Super AMOLED display.
Damn.
Yeah, bokeh mode on the front camera as well, so you can take selfies that have blurred out backgrounds with control for those afterwards, so you can blur it out, drop it out even more. Thermal imaging camera, we didn't talk about that, but let's throw it in there.
We've seen them on phones before. The Cat S60
Flare has an add-on that you can whack on an iPhone. Gaming stuff, gaming add-on, Steam streaming. We didn't talk about Steam streaming, so yeah, we want Steam streaming and PS4 remote play as well. VR, AR, 3 speakers, like 2 on the sides, front firing, and then 1 at the bottom, so it can just add some bass. SD card support. Actually, scrap that. We said 5 to 12 gigabytes of RAM, a terabyte. 5G ready, IR blaster, NFC, Bluetooth 5, so you can stream to multiple Bluetooth devices. USB-C, 8 gigabytes of RAM, runs macOS, 4000 milliamp battery, super fast wireless charging, and all the mods.
Yeah, we're not going to get any of that.
Hey, where's the optimism?
Yeah, come on, please. Yeah, that's the one thing I really want from this event next week. I am really excited for it. But we've had we've had so many consistent leaks over the last few months that if you go to our feature on Tech Radar at the moment, which is plus all over the site. We pretty much know what the whole phone looks like. We genuinely do know what the iPhone 8 looks like. The one thing we're really going to be surprised by is probably the iPhone 8 name. We don't even know if it's going to be called the edition or whatever. But yeah, I just want one surprise. I just want Tim to come out and just go, oh yeah, by the way, we've put this thermal imaging camera on the back. Oh, by the way, we've gone and done this amazing AR thing that's just mind blowing. That's the one. I want the one more thing kind of to be part of the iPhone, and I want that to be the really exciting.
I'm with you on that.
We haven't heard so far.
I'm with you on that.
So one of those features, just any of that, please.
You guys have been awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
Really cool and interactive. No, just a big shout out to TuneKit, China Unboxing, and Pro Baller for being so vocal.
Yeah.
Sal Rajav, look, if I didn't give you a shout out, sorry, we missed you, but if you've got anything that you want to know, want to throw in there, find in the comment section below. Once this video is posted, I will grab all of that Dream Phone blurb, throw it in the description so you can have your say. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and check back tomorrow after, and of course next week for even more
Tuesday
iPhone 8 stuff.
See you later.
Bye guys.
Bye.